Hello, YouTube, and welcome. This is going to be a very interesting podcast. Um, Let me just start with my credibility here. A lot of people say that anyone with schizophrenia has demons in their mind that they can't get out. So, um, I have schizoaffective bipolar. It's schizophrenia and bipolar at the same time, and it's quite the conundrum. It's quite the trip. It's quite the journey for me. And I've seen realms of heaven. I've seen realms of hell. I've seen purgatory. I've seen the waiting period place for souls between heaven and hell. And I think I don't know the best way to start talking about this because I'm openly talking about the plans of the devil. But I think just to kind of secure and nail things out so that we put it um in a proper light. Um you are supposed to know your enemy. You are supposed to know how the devil thinks and how the devil acts so that you are protected against him because the devil is sneaky. He's a sneaky guy. Um Let me just kind of go through and explain a little bit of my life story and why the devil's plans actually line up with my life story a little bit. So, I was never schizophrenic growing up, and I when I got out of high school, I was a ballroom dancer. I was a cabaret ballroom dancer as well. And one day I end up dropping my dance partner on her head on the dance floor in Idaho, and it changed the course of my life because from that point on, psychologically, I thought I could not support another human being. And I know that's wrong now. I've recovered from that. But um it triggered something in me, I think, because years down the road, when I was 21 years old, I drank alcohol, and one night I got super drunk, and I was staying up late, and that's when my schizophrenia, which was latent and hiding in my system, triggered. So my schizophrenia triggered, and I was not myself. I was being controlled by my schizophrenia. My schizophrenia had taken over completely, and my parents had to drag me to the hospital to get me to try to fall asleep because I wouldn't go to sleep. And when I was at the hospital, I was in my own world. I was not here on planet Earth. I was rediscovering self, but I was also trying to fight against God. The devil had worked his way into my schizophrenia and convinced me to fight against God. And so I was creating all of these original characters, and over time, these original characters that I created, um, I realized that they were actually um, the best way to fight God is to fight with God, is what I realized over time. And so all these characters that I had, they had good sides and bad sides. So they were somewhat neutral entities, and they had good sides and bad sides. And the good sides were with God, and the bad sides were with the devil. Um, and I got into the behavioral hospital a few more times out of the same negligence for my own motives. the devil had kind of weaved in there. I was still fighting against God going into the behavioral hospital these remaining times, and or either that or thinking I was incredibly powerful. The devil tried to get me to fuel my pride and convince me that I was this incredibly and immensely powerful individual. But I'm just a man, and I've come to learn that I've learned to be humble. Um, but in in the mix of being deceived by the devil this many times to fight directly against God, God was just waiting there for me and patiently waiting until I got out of the mess and realized that he took all of that full force. He took all of my divinations and all of my my dream battles, and he took them all full force and he won. He didn't lose a single fight. And um yeah, so in the mix of that, I discovered slowly but surely some of the plans of the devil and his angels. So the the overall plan when it comes to realm building is that the devil wants to take realms of heaven and pervert them. So any realm of heaven that he sees or he has access to, or well, I wouldn't say access to. The devil doesn't have access to those realms, but reflectively, there are demon realms that are perversions of heavenly realms. So that is one of the first plans of the devil and his angels. He wants to pervert the realms of heaven by creating his own. And they are evil, they are not good, and they they remove family from what it was supposed to be. Another plan of the devil and his angels that is more important that I want to dive into a little bit with you guys is the deception. The deception. And I've nailed it out. I know exactly how he's going to do it, and he is going to do it with aliens. Because aliens, they don't look like demons. We've described demons biblically. We've described demons in all sorts of ways, but they don't look like aliens. And sorry, there's more to it than that. It's not just about looks. It's not just about appearance, but appearance is the first counter. So the the demons can get away with appearing to all of humanity if we do not believe that they are demons. So that's why, um, first off, what needs to happen is the government is going to start silencing religion, and so we're gonna have to be re- religiously and building faith behind closed doors, hiding our faith, no evangelism. That's what needs to happen first. But even if that doesn't happen, if there's disclosure of aliens first, um, I solemnly and thoroughly believe that the aliens are going to bring a set of very strong logic, very strong figures, very strong numbers, very strong science that will point to the way that the universe works, but they will not connect it to God. And if my theory is correct that they do not connect it to God, then they are trying to separate your entire set of belief of the universe and how it works from God, away from God. God is the creator of the universe, not anyone else. God is eternal, and he created the universe and all that is in it. All of the figures, all of the numbers, all of the math, all of the science is a reflection and expression of God's creation, not the other way around. We did not come from reflection or expression. We did not come from abstract figures. We did not come from space dust. We did not come from, like, we did not come from divine science. We came from God. God, the creator of divine science. God, the creator of space dust. God, the creator of abstract figures. God, the creator of it all. I know I'm being bold when I express my religion in this, but this is for those who believe in God. This is for those who are faithful. I want you all to know that your God is more powerful than any science or any proof that comes against him. Anyways, those are the plans of the devil. I'm gonna summarize them a little bit. Essentially, the devil wants to deceive everyone into changing their entire worldview, and he's gonna do it through aliens because aliens are gonna bring figures, and if they don't include God, then that's exactly how the devil wins. And he's also yeah, he's also going to well, he's constantly trying to deceive us. He wants to remove our connection to God. And I'll tell you guys a little brief brief story here to end it all, and it's a little bit comforting. Um I when I was a kid, I was afraid of the dark. I was terrified of the dark. And my my parents, I'd sleep in my parents' room when I had dreams because sometimes I'd have dreams about ghosts and phantoms and like shadowy figures and all that. That stuff scared me. Now, even now, I'm still scared of the dark, but I realized that I'm only scared of the dark when I don't have the presence of God in my life. When God's presence leaves me, I'm afraid of the dark. But when God's presence is there, when the Holy Spirit is there with me, I am safe, I am guarded, and I feel brave, and I don't feel fear. So, um, pray to God, keep God close in your heart, keep God on your mind. Um, and if you keep God on your mind and in your heart, then you won't be deceived, and the devil's plans will not go, go through to you. They will not succeed. There are many mind-blowing sciences that we have yet to learn, but God knows them all. God knows them all. He's just waiting for a people that are ready to receive them, and right now we are not ready to receive them. Anyways, thank you for listening. This was I discovered the plans of the devil podcast, and keep God with you. God is amazing. I love God, and he's my best friend, and he's a good father figure. And yeah,